I understand you need a perfect logo for your company in order for you to stand out from the rest. You want to stick it into people's heads to the point where it's easily recognizable, which is not a bad thing. But, guys, welcome in our fighters. On the left side of the ring, we have the well known multi hitter, line startle, controversial machine, Take Two Interactive. And on the right side of the ring, we have flashlight using, superpower user, darkness taker, light bringer, remedy entertainment. Now it's time for Shaolin Showdown. Wait, I'm sorry. This is the wrong video. This is for that was for a personal project. Anyway, let's go back into today's video, shall we? Now, a bit of a background before we get into the nitty-gritty. As I said before, the logo for a company is what's going to help your company stand out and become memorable. Everyone knows by heart the logo for companies like Nike, CD Projekt Red, Ubisoft, Naughty Dog, and so on. It's something that should grab the viewer's attention and potential customer because it's something that I certainly had to keep in mind for mine. Now, but what happens when two companies supposedly have striking similar logos that can cause some argument? And all of this is caused by the letter R. And no, I'm not talking about a pirate. Now, last year in April, Remedy Entertainment showed off their new logo, which was an awesome looking art. It looks very trippy and very nice considering what games they were even putting out. They said the logo represented a fresh and refined look for the studio, and yes, I couldn't have agreed more. However, many didn't know that Remedy filed the new trademark with EU's Intellectual Property Office on April 13th of last year. It was basically filed one day ahead of the announcement. Now, on May 11th, it was filed under UK. Then with the US Patent and Trademark Office on May 24th. Usually that would have been the end of it. I wouldn't have made this video, but Take-Two Interactive filed oppositions for the trademark with the EU in July 26th of last year, with the UK in September 12th, and they were basically claiming likelihood of confusion with the Rockstar logo. Now, I'm pretty sure they went for the US as well, but it doesn't indicate that there was any oppositions filled. Now, if some of you are wondering what Take-Two have to do with Rockstar, well, it's because Take-Two is their parent company. Now, a parent company is a single company that has a controlling interest in another company or companies. A parent company is formed when they spin off or carve out subsidiaries through acquisition or merger. So essentially, Microsoft is the parent company to Bethesda because remember, they have acquired them last year. Or was it the year before? I forget when they acquired them. I'm sorry, I got a bunch of things in my head. But anyway, you catch my drift now, right? Take-Two, however, when filing the opposition with the EU, as I say, they stated a likelihood of confusion or unfair advantage. Now, I do not know why they did this. Along with their claim, they attached a picture of the Rockstar logo, why? I don't understand the random flip switch from Take-Two, though, because I thought the two companies had a decent working relationship. Take-Two even acquired the rights to Max Payne in 2002, then developed Max Payne 2 in 2003, and Remedy even endorsed the release of Max Payne 3 in 2012. Not to mention that in 2022, both Remedy and Rockstar announced plans to remake the first Max Payne games, which I think is still in development, and also made me wonder, what on earth were they thinking? In October of last year, Remedy and Take-Two have filed a request of what is basically called the cooling off period, with everything now being pushed to September 6, 2025, my bad. Which, in my opinion, is great since it gives them more than enough time to cool everything down and get back to being friends, kiss and make up type of thing. Now, as I stated in my last video, there have been many things to talk about, but I've been so sick that there wasn't much energy for me to make videos, then edit, record, and all of that. Although I do want to mention that there is an update for this entire thing. Something beautiful was announced recently, and that's the news that the trademark dispute was resolved in a peaceful manner of late 2023, but they just haven't announced anything. They stated there is nothing to see here. This was a discussion between our teams that was resolved entirely and amicably late last year. They continue telling IGN, unfortunately, it took a little longer to complete than we had hoped due to some holiday scheduling. The legal filing was simply an initial formality. Remedy and Take-Two continue to work together in partnership. Now, in a way, I still can't believe that all of this was because of the letter R. Who can confuse this R with that R, or let alone even this R? It's something that doesn't make sense to me since these examples are clearly different. But this whole debacle isn't new for Take-Two Interactive, sadly, because remember the game It Takes Two? Yeah, it was a beautiful game that I truly enjoyed playing with an old friend on stream. Her and I played it after playing A Way Out. Both games have you depend on your teammate. And again, those are games, not an actual company name. Take-Two Interactive didn't file a lawsuit against them, sure, but they still filed a trademark dispute against Hazelight Studios. They filed it just because of the game's name shortly after its release in 2021. Sadly, this didn't have the same happy ending as Remedy Entertainment because on December 3rd, 2021, it was known that It Takes Two lost its trademark due to Take-Two Interactive. But if we took a closer look here at Hazelight Studios, they abandoned the trademark in March 30th, 2021, just shortly 5 days after its release on March 25th. Now, it doesn't mean that they have to change the name of the game, but it does mean that they no longer own that trademark. So I don't know, anyone can possibly get that trademark. However, with Take-Two being so money hungry right away on shooting up their trademark disputes, I don't think it's a safe idea. All this for me, seeing all of this is just saying that Take-Two Interactive can do all of this trademark battles because they know they can. Because there is no way you can confuse It Takes Two with Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar. Hazelight Studios is an indie company, so of course they're not going to put up much of a legal fight. It seems like a lot of companies are just bullies and they want more money, and it's probably me overthinking everything, but do you really think the gamers, your consumers, are really that stupid to confuse the game It Takes Two with Take-Two, an actual company? Or do you think that people are going to really confuse this R with that R? It makes no sense. The argument just falls flat on its face for me. I think it's sad to go after an indie company that you know really well that they won't really fight you much because they probably don't have enough money the way a big company like Take-Two does. Which, when they went after Remedy Entertainment, I think they found their match, at least for them to keep up the fight long enough and for them to be like, listen, okay, we have all these plans coming along together, and I think it'll be really stupid of us to keep arguing about this. I'm happy that in a way, Remedy Entertainment stood their ground, but again, that's because they were financially able to stand their ground. Not like Hazelight Studios, who literally were forced into a position, in my absolute opinion, of course. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much, guys. I recently started streaming on Kick for the first time, and the first game I streamed was The Suicide of Rachel Foster. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I will be posting a Let's Play of it on my second channel here and posting a deep dive about it on this channel that you're currently watching this video on. I am also currently working on my Alan Wake deep dive video. I have many projects coming up, guys. Not to mention that the Twitch video that I have coming out, that I did interview someone in, like through like Twitter chats. Well, obviously not Twitter, but through X Messenger. And I have that coming out. It's someone that recently permanently made the switch from Twitch to Kick. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, the links are in the description down below. And have an amazing, blessing day. Now, please don't bully anyone for the letter R.